Sheesh. Facebook is live is so cool. Gumbo, what's up? How you doing? Google Andrew Yang. Okay. This is getting to be too much fun, man. Okay, streaming makes this like infinitely more fun. Yo, dude, get people on this Yang gang. Yeah, he's this momentum is crazy. By the way, I put money on this guy going all the way on predictit.org. I got skin in the game. I got heart in the game. Um, okay, so just before I start, like, well, maybe I should, you know, yeah, I probably should make a separate video about this, but like, why am I so fucking fanatic about Andrew Yang, right? Uh, I've never been politically active. I mean, I've always cared a lot, but it was always like, you know, didn't make a difference one way or the other. As I guess the label that I recently discovered that fit me was political nihilist um, until this year. And guys, you gotta look this person up. Yeah, I point people to the yeah. A lot of people don't get it yet, but that's because when people um, stop at like the sound bites, they think Andrew Yang is ridiculous. I mean, he has catchy and gimmicky sounding policies that when you look into it, they're like, wow, hey, this makes a lot of sense. So he's like opposite from most politicians. Politicians, like what they say, sound good, and then you research it, and then you find out, oh, he made an assumption here, he made a generalization here. How's this actually going to get paid for? How's it going to work? So you go from wow, sounds good to doubt, doubt, doubt. Whereas Yang, it's like opposite. The things he says, oh, $1,000 a month for every American. Sounds like he's buying votes. Sounds ridiculous. But you look into it, and it's he wrote a whole book on automation and how it's decimating. And we're in the fourth industrial revolution, and we're gonna have to remake our system of value altogether. It's a deep, like soul level, fucking revamp that we have to go through pretty quickly because job market's changing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna call in. Well, we'll talk to some Nevadans. Okay. Yo. Hi, this is Levin. I'm just calling. I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling to collect some information about what's important to Americans this year in terms of the election. And I was wondering if you'd be willing to share if there's a presidential candidate you plan on supporting for 2020. Ah, okay, that's great. And yeah, it's because there's still a lot of people in the primary, and it's still very early, right? So I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang campaign, and this is the first time I'm like excited enough to volunteer for a political campaign. I've never really done this before. Um, so I'd like to. Have you heard of Andrew Yang? Awesome, wonderful. Yeah. So would you say you will consider him? Are you considering to vote for him possibly in the primary? Awesome. And if I may ask, what is some of the things that he's saying that you like the most? Hmm. Yeah, that's a big one. Hmm. Amazing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't watched that climate debate yet. I got to catch up this evening. Yeah, he's got some big proposals. Yeah, and I guess that's one part of his platform that is brand new, and I just love how he a lot of the other candidates are using, and those are important too, like the old tried and tested methods, like do everything you can to reduce emissions. And Andrew Yang's going to do all that too, but he's also an innovator. So he's talking about geoengineering, which is something that um, we really have to look into, and very few other candidates are talking about, right? Yeah. Well, awesome. I'm so glad to hear that you're already so caught up and on board. Would it be helpful if I send you some email information about him? Okay. Yeah, true. Awesome. Cool. That's good to hear. Great. All right. Well, I think that's about it. Yeah, you guys are great. I appreciate the time. All right. Bye bye. All right. So we got somebody already on board. Yes. Yeah, I registered as a Democrat this year. I've always been an independent. Um, but yeah, California, you need to be a Democrat to vote in the primary, so I did that. Let's see. Hi, this is Levin. I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling quickly just to find out what's important for Americans this year as far as the presidential election goes. I was wondering if, oh, I'm with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. What's up? What's up, Mike? Spiritual warrior. Speaking of spiritual warriors, I've been trying to start this movement. I was just, hi, I'm Levin. I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling quickly to just find out what's important to Americans this year in terms of the presidential election. Hi. Oh, okay. Thank you. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, yeah. So I'm cold calling for Andrew Yang right now. Um, and Mike, if you're listening, I had this idea to start a group called Coaches for Yang, and I'm not sure if you're still on, but hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer. Mm, yeah, takes a lot of work. So I'm trying to also build a group of like life coaches, therapists, counselors, or just people who are really good with conflict mediation, um, and call the group Coaches for Yang. And what I'm doing here is, doing this, and then I'm gonna kind of cut out the best parts of these streams. Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer, and I'm just calling quickly to find out what's important to Americans this election season. I was wondering if Dolores is available. Uh, oh, you're just a visitor. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Hi, this is Levin. I'm a volunteer, and I'm just calling quickly to find out what's important to Americans this election season. And I was wondering if Daryl is available. Hello? Yeah, I'm so good. I'm like super used to the hangups now. It doesn't even phase me. Hi, this is Levin. I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling just to quickly find out what's important to Americans this year. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling quickly just to find out what's important to Americans this year uh, for the election season. And I was wondering if Robert's available. Hi, this is Levin. Hi, this is Levin. I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling to quickly find out what's important to Americans this election season. I was wondering if Bernia is available. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, are you Bernia? Oh, good to hear from you. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign, and I'm just calling to find out what's important to Americans this year. I'm calling to find out what's important to Americans this year for as far as the presidential election coming up in 2020. Would you be willing to share if you have a candidate that you plan on supporting? Okay, well that's fine. Yeah, a lot of times it's a private, it's pretty, personal information, right? And that's okay if you don't want to answer. I was wondering if it's okay with you if I share some information with you regarding Andrew Yang. He's a presidential campaign that's running this year. Is that all right with you? Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. Well, thank you for your time, and I encourage you to. Okay, have a good one. Bye. Mm, what do I tag that as? Not home and available, I guess. Talk to the correct person. So right now I'm calling Nevada. Hi, this is Levin. I'm a volunteer and I'm calling quickly just to find out what's important for Americans this year as far as the elections go. I was wondering if Florindo is available. All right, thank you. Yeah. So I'm doing cold calls. Hi, this is Levin. I'm a volunteer and I'm quickly just calling to find out what's important for Americans this year as far as the presidential election go. I was wondering if Sharon's available. Sorry? Oh, okay. Well, I'd be happy to talk to somebody else in the household too. I'm just calling to collect some information about, what's important to Nevadans in terms of the election. And Kim, what's up? Kim, I'll see you Saturday, right? We're gonna do this together on Saturday. Hi, this is Levin. I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling just quickly to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the presidential election. I'm wondering if Gail is available. Hello, hello. Hi, this is Levin. I'm a volunteer, and I'm quickly just calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the presidential election coming up. Wah, wah, wah. Hi, this is Levin. Hi, I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling quickly just to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the presidential election. And I'm wondering if Rodney's available. Okay, thank you. Mm-mm. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling just to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the presidential election coming up. I was wondering if Roger's available. Ah, okay. Well, I'd be happy to speak with you or another member of the household if that's all right with you. It'll just take like 2 or 3 minutes. Hmm. Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay. No, that's great. Because we're just trying to talk to as many Nevadans as possible. And would you be? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No problem. Thank you. Good food and guns. What? Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer just calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the presidential election coming up. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, I'll try to speak clearer. Is this okay? Okay. Yeah. So I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling to find out what's important to Nevadans for the upcoming election. And I'm wondering if you'd be willing to share if you have a presidential candidate that you plan on supporting. Ah, okay. So you don't care about politics? Not interested in the race. Hi, Hi, this is Levin. I'm a volunteer. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer just calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. And I was wondering if Bruce is available. Oh, what's important? Yeah, so what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up? And yeah, like, specifically, I was wondering if you would be willing to share if you have a candidate that you plan on supporting for the next election. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Great. I hear you for sure. Yeah, it can be like a you know. Oh, I see. Great. Well, appreciate you talking to me. Yeah. Yeah, he's made a lot of positive changes. That's for sure. I think. Um, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. For sure. And I'd like to bring your attention to a gentleman named Andrew Yang. Have you heard of him? Okay. Well, yeah, like my parents voted for Trump in 2016, and a lot of my friends did. And this year, they found somebody who's even better for Trump's base than Trump himself. He's very aware of the struggles of the rural working class, and he actually has. Mhm. Yeah, I agree. Like he's done a lot to tear down the establishment that's harmful. Mm-hmm. 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 So you're a business owner, right? I hear you, brother. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I hear you, brother. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree with a lot of what you said. I'm an immigrant myself, and yeah, I think he gets a lot of unfair hate. Yeah, and I hear you, man. I'm not trying to change your mind. But yeah, the thing with Andrew Yang is that I think there's a lot of crossover between their support base because they're both looking out for the working class, and you know, there's a good chance that Trump will take it. I just think it's an interesting race with Yang in it because he's looking out for the working class in a way that no other politician is doing because he's aware of automation. He's aware of technology, and he's aware of how that's going to change the culture of work in general. And you, as a business owner, I'm sure, have felt the pains of like, yeah. hmm his parents are Taiwanese, and he was born in New York. What's that? Yeah. Well, if you know anything between Taiwan is very at odds with China. If you're aware of what Hong Kong is happening right now, so Taiwan's in yeah. So Taiwan's kind of like Hong Kong. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. hmm 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 Right. hmm 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 Yeah. Yeah. That's a powerful statement. Yeah. hmm 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 Yeah. hmm 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 Yeah. hmm 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 Nah. Yeah. hmm hmm Yeah. That's a very good point, sir. hmm hmm I hear you, man. And the reason I'm supporting Yang is because he's got interesting policies. Yeah, I'll let you go. Go ahead and Google Andrew Yang and watch his interview on Joe Rogan. Yeah, look into him. That's all I'm asking. All right, interesting conversation. Yeah, that was fun. Thank you. Yeah, peace. Yep. Wow. That was a very articulate, very staunch Trump supporter. He was Middle Eastern, a business owner. Um, wow, that was a very interesting conversation. Anyhow, maybe I'll break it down, but I don't know. It's probably not too palatable for a mainstream audience there. Uh, so let's see. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer just calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the presidential election coming up. And I was wondering if Candace is available. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this coming election season. Oh, hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. I was wondering if Walter is available. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Okay. Um, Bless you. Yeah. Thank you for your time. Take care. Okay, what do I do here? This person said he was not feeling well, he's in a lot of pain. I guess refused to speak, I guess, or unavailable, refused to speak. Um, yeah. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year, as far as the election coming up goes. And I'm wondering if Evelinda is available. Ah, okay. Well, I'd be happy to talk to you or another member of the family too. Um, so we're just collecting some information about what's important to you. Okay, great. Yeah. Would you be willing to share if there's a candidate that you plan on supporting for president in 2020? Is there a candidate that? Okay, so yeah, is there a candidate that you do support? Okay, would you be willing to share that? Oh, wonderful. Yeah, she's definitely a strong candidate. So I'm actually a volunteer with Andrew Yang, and Andrew Yang and Elizabeth Warren see eye to eye in a lot of things, and but so I'm just wondering if you're already like firmly decided with Warren, or are you also considering? Okay, yeah, 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 yeah. That's definitely a popular one. Yeah, I think you know what I think is. The nomination. Mhm. Yeah, he's really the man to watch for the next debate. Um, and as far as him going head to head with Donald Trump, I would say that it's a harder battle for Andrew Yang to win the nomination. But if he does win the nomination, he's going to beat Trump like pretty easily, in my opinion. Because I saw this poll the other day. Yeah, there's a poll that's showing him already pulling over 10% of 2016 Trump voters. Right? Did you see that one? Okay. Yeah, I saw that in the news somewhere. And so that's a really promising. And the thing is, Andrew's just starting out in name recognition, so he'll only get bigger. Um, so great. So you're already in the know, and you're already keeping your eye out for Andrew Yang. Do you have any questions about any of his policies or how he's doing that maybe I can answer for you? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so I think so too. Okay. Hmm. That's yeah. We got to keep an eye on who's yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's how I feel as well. Just hearing them talk, the way how articulate they are. Cool. All right. Well, it's great talking to you. Thank you for your time. Hmm. Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, really? Um, maybe it's my headset. Okay. Hi. Yeah. Cool. So, so I guess before I let you go, and thank you for your time. Um, I just want to make another comment about the intelligence factor. Like, so I was researching Andrew Yang, and I think he's not just intelligent. He underplays his intelligence. That people have dug up his LSAT scores, like law school examination scores, and he's actually in the 1 percentile in terms of just raw IQ. Um, and the thing is, like, he's so down to earth at the same time. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that, but are you a member? I do know about Mensa. Are you a member of Mensa? Like, okay. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. He's bringing a lot of great ideas to the table. Like this automation thing, nobody's talking about it, and I think it would be underprepared if you didn't start the conversation now. So, yeah. All right, man. Appreciate your time. Yep. Have a good one. Mm. All right. Well, we need a lot of support for the primaries too, so I hope you consider that. All right. Good enough. All right. Bye. Mhm. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer. I'm calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. I was wondering if Judith is available. Oh, cool. Thanks for taking my call. And I'm just calling quickly to see if there's a candidate that you plan on supporting for president in 2020, if you're willing to share. Okay. Great. Yeah, he's definitely a solid candidate with a lot of experience and name recognition. I'm actually a volunteer with the Andrew Yang campaign, and so I'm just wondering, and I'm certainly not looking to change your mind, but to provide some information if you're interested. And have you heard of Andrew Yang? Okay. Well, here's a little bit about him. He's not a career politician. He's a problem solver and an entrepreneur, and he spent most of his career creating jobs, helping the bright young minds create companies and jobs in underserved cities like Detroit, in places like Chicago, in Iowa, and his main platform is a freedom dividend of $1,000 a month to every American citizen. And the reason he's doing that is because he notices that we're under a great transformation in terms of how we relate to work because of automation and artificial intelligence. He points out that over 4 million manufacturing jobs were automated away in the past 10 years. And in those places hardest hit, those are exactly the states that went to Trump. So he draws this correlation between economic distress and people who then, because they don't know how to resolve their economic distress, and Donald Trump at least is like seems to be looking out for them. Um, he's one of the only candidates talking about automation and how it's going to impact our work culture. Um, were you able to catch the debates, the second Democratic debates a couple weeks ago? I see. You know what's the funny thing is that mhm, mhm. It's funny is because I was very apolitical until this year too. Like I never actually voted and I never volunteered for a campaign. But this year I'm like all for it, and I'm like even cold calling people, which is I've never done before. Um, yeah, and it's all because like this guy, he doesn't sound like a politician. Um, and I guess I'm going on and on a little bit, but I encourage you to look him up if you're able to. Yeah. Um, would it be useful to you if I sent you some email information about him? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Great. So yeah, I would recommend like if do you have access to reliable internet? So I usually point people to search for his interview. So Andrew Yang on the Joe Rogan interview show. Have you heard of Joe Rogan? Awesome. Yeah. So he had a long form interview, and that was the first thing that I saw. Um, and immediately after watching that, I'm like, I gotta research this guy more. Because some of the things he talks about is it just makes so much sense. He makes sense even of like racism and anti-immigrant sentiments, and he's able to like cut through the all the blame and all the outrage and talk about the economic and psychological root of these problems. Like he points out, when people are under economic distress, they become more racist. They tend to take out their stress. Um, yeah, so encourage you to Google Andrew Yang. Yeah, yeah, right, right. Well, cool. Um, Oh, I do have one last question. I was wondering if you could tell me which issue is most important to you, if you have one. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, definitely. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, great. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. And yeah, go ahead and give this guy a look. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by what he's bringing to the conversation. All right. Thank you. Have a good day. Shang, what's up? Long time no see, buddy. For those of you that kind of just tune in and out, I'm doing cold calls for Andrew Yang. His one of his campaign slogans is "Make America." Which way is this going? Math. Make America. Hi, this is Levin. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I was wondering if Elaine is available. Ah, okay. Well, okay. Oops, wrong number. Business phone. Another phone number. It's a business phone. I guess we should remove it. Hi, answering machine. That's right. Make America think harder. What do you think of this guy? You up to speed with Andrew Yang? Dude, I'm so loving this live streaming shit. Feels like feels like I'm hanging out with the whole damn world. Hi, my name is Levin. Hello. Oh, hi. My name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer. And I'm calling to find out what's important for Americans in terms of this election coming up. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to. Oops, we're speaking into an answering machine prompt. Thank you, people who are joining on live stream to watch me get hung up on and then occasionally have cool conversations. We're here to make America. Hello, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer and I'm calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. I was wondering if Margaret's available. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the presidential election coming up. Is Deidre available? Boom. What do I got? What do I got? Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year as far as the presidential election coming up. I was wondering if Lori is available. Oh, I'm sorry. I probably have to update this number. Would it be okay for me to chat with you about it? Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, my name is Levin. Okay. I see. I see. Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking a bit of your time out. I think this will probably take like 3 to 5 minutes. Um, okay, great. I'm with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign, and we're just wondering if there's a candidate that you already plan on supporting for 2020. Mm-hmm. Well, that's great. Oh yeah. Okay. So, uh-huh. That's great. Okay, great. So this guy's name is Andrew Yang. Have you already heard of him? Oh, okay. So yeah, Andrew, Yang, and he really, he's just coming up in name recognition. So I'm not too surprised you haven't heard of him. Um, his campaign's really started to take off since the last debate about a month ago because a lot of people are saying he won that debate. And his flagship proposal is, speaking of money and making money, $1,000 a month for every American citizen as a freedom dividend. So he plans to make oh, because yeah. Hmm. Okay, yeah, I'm listening. Hmm. Right, right. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that's a great question. That's a very great question. And I had the same question. Okay, sure, sure. Hmm. Yeah, so yeah, you asked some great questions, and Andrew Yang, he also is aware that this sounds like a gimmick at first. The difference between this Andrew Yang guy is like it's the opposite of other politicians, where sometimes you hear something and it sounds good, and then you research it and you find out, yeah, they made generalizations here. Andrew Yang admits that his proposals sound like a gimmick at first, but when you dig into it, it took me a little digging into it to really find out how wide-ranging the impacts and how positive they can be. So, to your question about What incentive do people have to work if they're getting free money, right? So yeah, so the $1,000 per month goes to every single American citizen. So you would get it, other people would get it, single mothers or stay-at-home mothers would get it, disabled people would get it. So what it does is it provides an income floor, and at $1,000 per month and $12,000 a year, it's actually just below the poverty line. So what it does, it'll create a base so that even if people lose their jobs, they're not going to starve to death. So they won't be struggling for survival, and they can use their energy to you know find a better job or take their time and find a better job or volunteer for their communities or do their caretaking work. So Andrew Yang, yeah, that's the next great question. So Andrew Yang points out that our GDP is going sky high. We're actually becoming so much more productive and capable at making things, and that's because of technology and automation. But right now, what's happening is all the gains from our economy being. Mhm. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Hmm. All right, yeah, I'll hold. Yulia, what's up? Can't believe how much fun this is. Hmm. Okay, yeah, yeah, you guys are hardworking folks. Is it almost tax season for accounting? Oh yeah. Oof. Man, you just reminded me. You just reminded me. No, I filed for an extension, so I gotta get to it like this week and next. I live in California. I'm in San Diego. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, it's a beautiful place. That's wonderful. Yeah. Well, thanks for the offer. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So how are we gonna pay for it, right? So right now, what's happening is all the gains from our economy being more and more automated, all the gains is going to the owners of the machinery that automates it, right? So like Amazon. Personally, I actually used to work for Amazon Robotics. I came from a tech background. I quit that 3 years ago, but I was at the forefront of this. So we were rolling out robots into their warehouses. And the beautiful thing is automation is actually an amazing thing, right? The combination of man and machine, we can do so much more. But at the large level, at a macroscopic level, we're just getting better at producing things with less and less people. So the question then becomes, what do we do with the people who get pushed out of work? And how do we distribute the gains from all this automation equitably? Because right now it's going to Amazon, it's going to Google, it's going to Uber, the big tech companies. And Amazon. Mhm. Right, right. Yeah. Hmm. Right. And we definitely don't want to take away the. Yeah. So here's the plan. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Right. Oh yeah, no, that's so. Here's the thing regarding the $15 per hour. Andrew Yang is against minimum wage precisely because it'll burden small businesses. And Bernie Sanders wants the federal minimum wage, but Andrew Yang is against that. Um, Andrew Yang, he's an entrepreneur himself, so he spent his life helping entrepreneurs start companies in underserved cities like Detroit, like Chicago, like the Midwestern cities that have been blighted with by automation. So Andrew Yang is an entrepreneur, so his tax plan is specifically designed so that you get a tiny slice, and it's a tiny slice, so it doesn't disincentivize the big companies, but you get a tiny slice of every Amazon sale, tiny slices of every Google search, Facebook ad, robotic truck mile coming up, and also all the taxis that you see out there, all the taxi drivers, because cars are going to get automated within the next 5, 10 years. That's a lot of people. Um, so to be able to have a tax plan that can harness a tiny slice of each of these transactions, and then to take that money and distribute it, uh, trickle up, so $1,000 to each person. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, and I hear that. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, and then those people try to take advantage of the disability benefits, right? So here's the thing: people need to work. Hmm. Yeah, for sure. Hmm. So, hmm, yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree with that. So he's definitely not. You know what? Andrew Yang is not a socialist. He's a capitalist, and his version of capitalism is he's creating a version of capitalism that doesn't start at zero. Um, okay, and to your point about people need to work and people taking advantage of the disability and other welfare systems. So what the freedom dividend will allow is what people get locked in these welfare traps because they file for disability, and then they're getting benefits, and if they have a job offer, they can't take it because then they'll lose their benefits, right? So there's a lot of disincentive to work in the current welfare system. Um, well, Andrew Yang's, yeah. Hmm. 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 Right. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. That's great. So that's the Wisconsin model. Hmm. Great. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Great. Well, I want to thank you for this conversation because I think you have very well thought out positions, and I think the only thing I can offer you now is that the future. Well, the present has already changed quite a lot from just last year, the last couple of years, and going forward regarding the people should work. And I totally agree. People should make the best use of their human potential. Now, in terms of work, what we right now consider work is just there's not going to be enough of those types of jobs available. When retail is automated, call center is automated, transportation, truck driving, taxi driving is automated. A lot of the legal and even medical fields are being automated right now. The example of radiologists. Um, if you look at most medical students, they don't want to be radiologists anymore because software and artificial intelligence can analyze X-ray films way more efficiently than people can. Um, so yeah, okay, yeah, hmm, hmm, yeah, hmm, hmm. Yeah, hmm, hmm. Yeah. Andrew Yang is not for free college either. Yeah, like Bernie Sanders, I think that's a little bit. He's promising a lot. Um, so yeah, Andrew Yang being a yeah, for sure. So this is the thing I'm encouraging to look into is, you're right that in the case of radiology, maybe you still need doctors and everything. Um, but just the trend, the overall trend, if you think about transportation, if you think about retail and call center, like that's the study, the think tanks are saying like, yeah, right. Um, the think tanks are saying like, I forget the exact percentage, but it's like something like 50% of the most common jobs are going to go away in the next 10 to 20 years. And that's just a staggering number. It's just a staggering number. So somebody, right. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So, you know, when, uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. And so to the on the topic of training, so there's a historical case that we could look at, and for the 4 million or so manufacturing workers that were automated away, there have been federal retraining programs, and the effectiveness of those programs are like between 0 and 15%. And if you look at the, you know, what happened there, over half of those 4 million truckers, or manufacturing workers, they simply dropped out of the workforce altogether. Um, so, you know, as much as in principle, yes, I think we should do everything we can to make best use and retrain people. It's just the numbers just haven't been promising. Um, you know, and whatever the solution is, you know, we don't know for sure, but I think at least Andrew Yang has identified the problem. And, you know, being such an articulate person that you are, I just encourage you to look into what he's saying. And you know, maybe yeah, because at least, you know, if he doesn't, even if he doesn't win, he's adding this awareness to our national conversation. And, you know, at least he's already, yeah. Right. So would it be okay? Would you benefit from some email information about Andrew Yang that you can research for yourself? Okay. Great. Let me Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year. And I was wondering if you'd be. Hello? Hello, hello. Thanks for staying with me, people. I forgot to resume the stream earlier, so there was quite a bit of pause there. Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year as far as the presidential election goes. I was wondering if David's available. Mm, okay, thank you. Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer and I'm calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the presidential election. I was wondering if Malika is available. Okay. Okay, well, I'd be willing to talk to you if you're willing to share. Hello? Oh, Tom, unavailable. Alex. Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer and I'm calling to. Ow. That hurt my ears. It was a fax machine beep. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling to find out what's important to Americans this year in in terms of the presidential election. I was wondering if Craig is available. Hello, is Craig available? Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's see. Ow, what's up? Doing some cold calling for Andrew Yang, the first presidential candidate I've ever volunteered, donated, even tried to tell people about. Been a lifelong political nihilist until this year. Proud member of the Yang Gang. Make America think harder. Um, Humanity first. I never thought. Hi. Huh. I never thought cold calling would be so much fun. I've also been doing a lot of Twitter. What do you call it? Twittering? Tweeting. Yeah. This quick hang up. No, who would have thought? A Twitter addiction can be so productive. Good use of my skills. I am a connection coach, communication coach, and Twitter has been an infinite field of practice. And now these cold calls, also another field of different practice. I love it. And I took to live streaming because a couple of other Yang Gangers one time was like, let's live stream a bunch of people. And they got me set up, and now like this has opened up yet another avenue. Feels like I'm kind of hanging out with people. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the presidential election coming up. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I think I'll go for another 10 minutes to 7:30. Yes. What? Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year as far as the election coming up. And I'm wondering if Sharia art is available. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Is it okay if I speak with you? Just not. Wrong number. What am I doing here? I got my chat screen up there. Wait. Hi, my name is Levin. Oh, answer machine. I was like, what am I doing? Um, home, not available. No contact. Six more minutes. Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer and I'm calling to find out what's important to Americans this year as far as the election goes. I was wondering if Elizabeth is available. Okay. Is it okay if I speak with you about the election? Oh, okay. Great. Yeah. No, no problem. I mean, okay. Bye bye. You too. Bye. Um, Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year. Wonder if I actually introduce. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm calling to find out what's important to Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. I was wondering if Diane's available. Okay, have a good one. Um, Unavailable. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that. 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 Bag. Making shit up here. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year in terms of the election. Would you be willing to share some opinions about the election coming up? 4 more minutes. Quick view of my setup here in my living room. Um, let's see where we're at here. Oh, I see. That's my iPad. Hi, my name is Levin. Oh, hi. Can you hear me? Are you a person? No, you're an answering machine. Sorry. Hi. Oh, I don't want to leave a message after the tone. Yeah, look like this. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. And I was wondering if you would be willing to share some opinions with me for a couple moments. Agreed. Because I only one. Get rid of Trump. Agreed. Okay. Yeah. Oh wait, what am I doing? Sign up. What's up, peoples? I got another minute or so before I hang up and call this stream. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer. I'm calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. I was wondering if Amy is available. Oh, okay. I'll take you off the list. Yes. Yeah. Um, what do I say? Do not call. Okay, I'll take one more. What's up, Twitch people? I have 4 Twitch viewers. That is fucking dope. I'm like a star now. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. Is Rosanna available? Oh, sorry about that. I'll try to talk louder. So I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling to find out what's in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up, and wondering if you're willing to share some opinions with me for a couple moments. Okay, yeah, that's totally understandable. Um, I'm actually representing the Andrew Yang presidential campaign, so it's okay if you don't want to share. I understand it's a very private thing for a lot of people. Would it be okay if I, yeah, would it be okay if I ask you whether or not you've heard of Andrew Yang? Okay, fair enough. Have a good day. Angry refused. All right, guys. All right, guys. That was a good day. Thank you so much. I got 4 viewers. That's great. So this is probably like my fourth, no, maybe fifth time phone banking now. I'm a life coach, communication coach, connection coach is what I typically say. I help people. I assist the flow of emotional truths between people. And ever since like I started to throw my energy into Andrew Yang's campaign, it's been great. I just started doing this cold calling stuff, and I find like my skills are well used here. I've been on Twitter a lot, interjecting, and I think I'm going to create a little coaching series around Twitter conversations. Um, yeah, thanks for joining, and I'm going to do a lot more of this because, especially with this streaming stuff going on, I was switch streaming on Facebook also, and I just random old friends popping in and out just adds another dimension to this whole thing. It's almost like hanging out while it's like you guys are my coworkers or something. We're like in a call center, and like between calls, we like make comments at each other. Um, yeah, feeling a lot of love here. So um, I'll notify you guys. Follow me on Twitter. I'm Levinade, Levenade, and Yeah, more to come.